$100. How much did the tribal council get? It doesn't tell you. But what I got here, and I can't tell you who gave me this. This is information that we need. This is information that they don't want us to have. For example, here is a list of the people who got $6,000 3 times. $18,000. Did any of you get $18,000? No. Anybody? Raise your hand if you got this. Because
can I lie?
Here. You know where they're at? They're in there. All of their families got $18,000. If they were 11, 10, 12, they got $18,000. Whose kids in here got $18,000? Nobody.
What did they get it for?
They got it because they were a company. They got it because they're Cheyenne. They got it because they didn't tell any of us that we were eligible for this. All of us were eligible for this. $18,000.
Good day, my fellow Northern Cheyenne stakeholders. I hope and pray everyone is okay this evening. There are shots I filmed this evening of the tornado and indeed was very scary. Driving through Lame Deer as the tornado was above us, and closing in is really unnerving. I was praying for everyone as I was driving.
There's going to be a tornado. It's going to be right there.
Cha even chased out Bigfoot. Not sure if he's scared or just showing off. What's that, Colfax? There's an all-districts community meeting? Sunday, we will be having an all-district community meeting. The topics include law enforcement, the forensic audit, the tribal council, and any open item that may need to be addressed. It will be in Lame Deer at the tribal office lawn. Food will be served, but BYOC. Bring your own chairs. Abuse of power is now out in the open.
Cake.
Our tribal council is not following the law and circumventing the systems in our central finance. The need minutes from the EDC Economic Development Committee and approval on the council floor in resolution form, and both attached together before it goes down to central finance. Why is there no resolution and no transparency? Now they are starting to rent them out. How? Who is working there, and how did they get hired? I didn't see any job announcements. I wonder how much they're worth now after getting the beat down of their lives from the hail last night.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well...
What the heck is that?
I'm still caught up on how much this is going to cost. The boats themselves are around $50,000 each. We'll need insurance, a truck to tow them around, dock fees, fuel, repairs, maintenance, and a paid employee living somewhere. An employee that will be working off the reservation on a brand new company truck without supervision? How does that work, and how does that benefit the tribe? I doubt it will make any money for years or if ever. Again, when was this position announced? I'd move over there to take care of 2 boats for a living. I think a lot of the people from the reservation would jump at the chance. Okay, now it's going to get good. Get a bite to eat and get ready for your socks to knock clean off. Clear your mind and get ready to be blown away. The ARPA report. It details the $64 million we received from the U.S. Treasury. $29 million went to the tribal membership in 2 $1,000 payments in August 2021, then February 2022, and one $800 payment in August of 2022. There was also $9 million allocation to the general fund, premium pay for tribal employees, planning and program support, water and sewer, revenue loss assistance, building infrastructure needs, NC checkpoint services, tribal ed building construction, public health response, dialysis center purchase, child care facility, incident command and fire response, IT communications, investigative services, administrative and finance department cost. I want to give the best Rez Politics initial reaction to the ARPA report.
First things first, where's your shitter? I've got a turtle head poking out. Charming. I'm not kidding. I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey.
It has no expenditures but complete, however, stumbling upon another report. Hetomatos or Truth Report.
I just died on your arms tonight.
Mr. Wayne?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Was this. This is about the audit. This is what the tribal council has dropped on us, Northern Cheyenne tribal members. This is what they're telling us is truth. They spent so much money on themselves, so much money on us, they said. They didn't give us the money until they had to.
The proposed food bank, it was voted 11-0 for Bear Star Enterprises. DOI 072-2021. Donna Fisher as the president, signed into tribal law in February 2021. Then months pass. Nothing has moved forward. However, the CARES Act funding was exhausted on 12/31/2021. And what was left was already obligated and expended all the funding. But there was a solution. Former President Fisher asked the Tribal Council to amend the fourth, whereas to reprogram the funds for the construction of a food bank. It was passed, and former President Fisher signed it. And that made it into tribal law again. This was Resolution DOI 079-2021. The food bank was never built, but the funds were spent. In July of 2021, the Northern Cheyenne approved $1.5 million to be distributed fairly.
You tell the world what happened here. What happened here? I don't know. You need to tell them.
I got bigger fingers.
God damn!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Tony, that fight.
Fuck!
That fight, you.
Hey, I'm just gonna go and fucking ruin everything they're doing. Fuck them. Teach them a lesson that I'm in charge, not them.
DR disposal payment on former President Fisher's personal septic. On June 18, 2012, had work done on her personal septic, however. Former President Fisher signed the check as the president for herself. Check number 117,928 on 10/25/2021. This was one of the reasons for her impeachment.
I'm confused. All I hear from you, you spineless cowards, is how poor you are.
Former President Fisher asked for a chief of aid, staff position for $256,000, a public works manager at $334,000, a senior project manager at almost $400,000, and a remote worker at $163,000. Starting to get the picture where the CARES Act money went. That is over $1.1 million for 4 people. I always got cussed out for opposing basketball admin days.
You're a crook. You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this?
This was just a huge fail. $12,000 to a sole source as an excessive payment to Kinetic Marketing. An invoice for a single session for $5,000. and a $7,000 photo shoot for former President Fisher. Then she didn't pay them, and it went to collections. Though there is an entire IT department that could have easily done the work. It would be duplication of services. This is an entirely different animal. Our range has been out of compliance on and on for years. Non-compliance of a federal contract is a sin for all tribal presidents. It's their main job, and it was running amok, and was operating without oversight by the chief executive. Our people have been bamboozled. We had counsel that could have done much more to stop this. Where were they at when we needed them to save the money? That was intended for the people, not just a few. In council, we all regulated ourselves, called each other out, and even went to the verge of feisty cuffs many times.
I went from happy to angry. Skip said, now I feel like kicking his ass. Then
Man, this shit whack, man. I just see on this shit frontin', man. I don't understand, it's like probably no fucking good, man. Bitch be calling me tapping that shit, man.
Unanimous. To close the meeting.